ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the channel. This is the first time properly that you've probably seen me on here, other than maybe the potion craft video. But what we're here today, as the title explains, this is a public service announcement as well as an update on several things. First of all, I say we'll just get right into it. First update. Well, I know my video's been a little bit hit and miss recently. Been a reason for that. A lot of things are happening here in the UK, especially with my job, is making it very difficult. But that's enough of that. We're here to talk about the channel. And, well, not just this channel, but my streaming channel, my Twitch channel as well. You can, by all means, see above, you've got links to my socials as well as YouTube, which you're already here for. But also, if you go over to Twitch and look up DXPhoenix66613, you will find my channel. Very obvious, the branding is exactly the same to the YouTube channel. Go over there, have a look. If you want an easy one, check the description below. There's a link there. There's also a link tree that takes you to everything as well. I've booked everything, tried to make it as easy as possible. There's also another thing down there, my Patreon. If you want to show some support, help me out, that's one way to do it. But don't let that be a thing of, this is me trying to ask for money. It's not. It's just a way to show some support and help me do more things for you guys. At the end of the day, that's all I want to do, is bring something for you guys to watch and enjoy, and hopefully create a little bit of community. Not just here on YouTube, but also on Twitch. As I keep saying on Twitch, I want a nice, happy, engaging community that encourages everyone. And hey, the more I can do for you guys, the better I hope to make it. But also, not just that. If you can't afford it, or you just don't want to, that's fine. That's not a problem. But you still want to show some support, tell people about the YouTube channel. Send people links to videos. Tell them about the Twitch. Get them to come have a look. Even if you're both watching at the same time, but then that person still wants to catch up later on, they can always come find me on Twitch as well. At the moment, I stream on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It starts on a Friday at 8 o'clock UK time in the evening, and 7 o'clock in the evening on the Saturdays and Sundays, again UK time. So if you're in other countries, I'm not sure what that is, I'm sure you can find it, but if you follow, it should also help you find out when I go live. Another way to find out when I go live is my Twitter. Every time I go live on Twitch, I send a tweet out. At least, hopefully, I try to 5 minutes before I go live. Or actually, when I go live, I send a tweet out, which is 5 minutes before I tend to actually start playing. I give everyone a 5-minute chance. Get in, get comfortable. You've also gives me a chance to hopefully grab a drink. Also gives me that opportunity just to do that last minute final touches to hopefully make sure everything's working perfectly fine. And hey, but again, we're here for updates and public service announcements. So let's get into it. First of all, one thing I want to bring to everyone's attention is Ark has had a little bit of a back foot on there. I kept away from it for quite a bit. Reason being, there's that many updates coming through for Ark that actually trying to get videos out for it and trying to do videos was very difficult. It's not just trying to do videos for it was difficult. I was trying to breed creatures for their stats. Also, hopefully getting some color mutations in there as well. Wasn't going so well. I just couldn't get online that much to do it. So in the end, I turned my servers off, kept paying for them. But then, due to the recent thing on Final Fantasy, which I'll get to in a minute, I went to go on Ark, think, you know, I can do this on stream. I can do some bits on there, do some maintenance. And I then went and found out none of my servers were left. Actually, one was left, which I couldn't access. Right. So On a Friday at the moment, I'm streaming Ark. A little bit of an issue with that, but that's hardware at my end, which I can fix. That's not a problem. I will eventually get around to fixing that. It's costly, but end of the day, I'm doing my best to reduce it as best I can software-wise. I'm working on it that way. So stream quality may be a little bit down in terms of Arc. I'm purely trying to make sure it works best I can for you guys. But saying that, so I'm really trying to work my way in Arc back up to where we were. If you guys want to follow that progress, I will be streaming on a Friday, doing some of that. I will be at the moment in my spare time working on it as well, trying to get it there as quick as possible. A friend of mine is going to try and help me as well, but also at the same time, he needs to help himself because he got to a certain stage on Arc with me on that server. Now he's stuck with. But we can hopefully work on that. Maybe he might even be popping in for a stream or two to help out. Who knows? Again, follow me on Twitch. Find out on Twitter. I'll saying when or if he's joining me. But it's not just that. Not just Ark, ladies and gentlemen. Also Final Fantasy. Been a little bit of cases where I haven't been streaming Final Fantasy. There's been a reason for that. And it also comes into an idea of mine which I've had for Final Fantasy that we want to be dropping into. So let's give that a little bit of a discussion. All right then, ladies and gentlemen. So we're here to talk about Final Fantasy. Well, what is there for me to really discuss there? Well, one thing, coming to the channel will be a couple of Final Fantasy 14 videos. I've been streaming Final Fantasy 14 over on Twitch for a while now, and I think it's time that we did something in regards to this on the channel as well. Made some use of it. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be adding a brief tip into tank and healer, or my tips for them, and seeing how, well, just not seeing how, just passing over some of my own experience and knowledge of this to some other people. So that's what we're going to be doing. They're really just a tips on things that most people should be doing, or some things that I don't see some people doing a lot of myself, which can annoy people in the community, especially the people that are already in those parties. So just to look out and be careful at the end of the day. But that is all for this update and public service announcement. Hope you've enjoyed. I'll say enjoyed the video. Hope it's shed some light onto some things in regards to this. Arc is not going away. We'll be coming back very, very shortly, at least on stream. So if you want, go down to the description below and check that out. In the meantime, take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.